Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the FearFans podcast. I'm your host, Don Elme. With me is Kate, Robert, and Joe. So, yeah, we've got a real good show for you tonight. We're covering old childhood favorite of mine, and just in time for the sequel coming out later this week. And you guys know what I'm talking about. It's Beetlejuice. And wow, like I said, can't wait for the sequel. It's been a long time coming. It's like it took them literally decades to get a sequel off the ground. Here, first of all, let's say hi to everybody here. Hey, Thomas, good to see you. Hey, Special Agent Carter Sauce. Senora, nice reference. There, hey, very nice reference there. Love it. Hey, Santi, thanks for tuning in. So, yeah, 1988, a little bit before my time. Yeah, this movie's, 36 years, and we're finally getting a sequel.
Yeah, I think that just took too long. I really did. I mean, I've been waiting for it forever.
That's true. But then would
I
they?
was alive when this movie first came out. I was already graduated from high school.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
But
crazy.
it was like one of my absolute favorite Michael Keaton movies.
Oh yeah, it's Michael Keaton's favorite movie. He's been waiting a long time to come back to this, to do the role again. Because you could just tell just from his performance, you could tell he was having a lot of fun with this character.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I would love to have seen his reaction when he was told, like, there's going to be a sequel. Can you do it? I just can't imagine how he felt. He probably was like, finally.
Yep. He's like, finally, the juice is loose. Oh, getting ready to try out. Oh, yes, that's right. They're releasing a new Harry Potter game, Quidditch Champions. I'm surprised they didn't just make it. I'm surprised they didn't just do that. Have that as like a DLC to Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, go figure. Hey, Dominic, good to see you.
Hi, Dom.
It's showtime.
I've been playing Multiverse with Beetlejuice.
Oh, nice. Yes, they did
as
have
a character.
They did just add him as a character as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, yeah, Beetlejuice is one of my all-time favorite Tim Burton movies. There was this, Sleepy Hollow, and Batman, which came out a year later. And this, and then Batman the next year for Michael Keaton. This is like, his career was like really going uphill with this movie.
Yeah, so true.
Well, he started a long time ago on television,
Oh, he did?
Did he?
Yes.
Yeah, he started
a TV series. I think it was a Canadian show or something.
Okay.
That's true.
And we were talking about it's been so long for the sequel, but then Jenna Ortega and Beetlejuice, like, I can't imagine a more perfect person to play the character, but then I don't know, like, obviously we haven't seen it, but it's like she seems to fit, like, to tick all the boxes, and I'm like, who would have done it before? Like, it's kind of hard to think who could have done it.
Yeah, I feel like Jenna Ortega is a good fit playing the daughter of Lydia Dietz, who is also being reprised by Winona Ryder.
Yeah.
And it's amazing seeing her in this again, and just like having that in the trailer, she like has that same personality as in the original. Like Winona Ryder, she really does. She can still. It's amazing. Even after 36 years, she can still nail the role. And let's see, Catherine O'Hara's returning. Who else? I'm kind of disappointed. I'm actually disappointed that at least that at the very least they could have. Was hoping they could have brought Gina Davis back. I mean, Alec Baldwin I can understand because he was going through some legal problems. With
but the problem with that is everybody in that thing would have aged except the Dietzes, because they were already dead. So ghosts don't age, and it'd be kind of hard to pull that off with Gina Davis and trying to make her look like she never aged a day since then.
They could have done CGI though if they had the actors, because there's a lot of that.
Oh, like deepfake?
They like having the real actors, but they can either make them look older or much younger using CGI, can't they?
Hi, what's going on, everybody?
Good to have you back, man.
Yeah, man, it's been a minute since I've been on here, right?
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, we were just talking about the cast of this movie.
Did you see my message I sent to you, by the way?
Oh, So,
Yeah, check it out. Check it
Yeah,
out
Dom
because
is
you need to
called-
check that out.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
I-
All right.
All right. Yeah. So, yeah, like I've been satisfied with with the cast, like returning with just one exception. I'm pretty sure some of you know what I'm about to say. The cast member who played the dad. What was his name? Try to
There was
remember.
two exceptions.
Charles Dietz. Yes, there was. What was his name?
Hmm.
Jeffrey Jones, I think.
And Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, but yeah, Jeffrey Jones. The reason why he's not returning is because, yeah, like something about 20 years ago, he was convicted. He was, yeah. It turns out he was actually yeah. He turns out he's a sex offender. He was in possession of child porn, and it was also trying to get photos of a 14-year-old. So yeah, he's a total scumbag. I do not like him, and we're swiftly moving on.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and there was the whole thing that's going on with Alec Baldwin too. With,
Oh,
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
I mean,
Like
him-
that's why he wasn't included.
Well, yeah. There's a reason. There was a
Wait,
reason for that. Him not
Was
being
Gina
included.
Davis in it?
Uh, Gina Davis was in the original. I don't think she's gonna be in the sequel.
Okay.
No.
I didn't see anything in any of the previews. I mean, that would have been really cool, though.
Yeah, but they say ghosts don't age, so that was their issue
Yeah,
I know.
or their excuse. Yeah, one's got legal problems, and
I still look just as good as I did like 200 years ago. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yep, I still look just as
Sorry.
awesome. Still
My
handsome.
Beetlejuice sounds a lot like Rick. I apologize.
Yep. Hey, just leave it to me, Tom.
Wait. I think maybe I could do something about that though. Let's see.
Yeah. Hey, so my thoughts. Hey, my thoughts exactly, Thomas. Like when
Yeah.
I was shocked myself when I did that research.
There. Hey.
Oh, there we go.
Whoa.
How about that?
Love it.
That's amazing.
Love it.
That's so cool.
That's awesome.
You could actually get away with it, Tom. Like, you should be cast. What the hell?
I know, right?
Hey, you could be a stunt double.
I could. I mean, look at me.
Oh man.
You can't even see my hat when I put it on.
High ammunition on set. Oh yeah, I hear you. When did Joker get struck? Oh my god. Oh man, yeah, but yeah, like there was a lot was going on like when they were trying to make this movie. Originally, they were going to call this movie "Scared Sheetless,"
Oh,
and Warner Brothers apparently was okay with that.
that's weird. It's like, thank goodness they changed it to Beetlejuice.
I know, right? And let's see. I think let's see. They were trying to like really hard to get this casted. Like I believe Catherine O'Hara's character was originally going to be played by Angelica Houston, who was who I believe was let's see, was in the Addams Family. She played Morticia Addams, but yeah, but that was like after this. But yeah, like but she had to turn down because she had some kind of a sickness. So they got Catherine O'Hara. Let's see. I'm trying to remember train of thought. Oh yeah, Catherine O'Hara also met her husband on the set of this. That production designer Bo Welch, who does all of his work on the Tim Burton movies.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, and this movie was a hit in the box office and won an Academy Award for Best Makeup.
Did it win an Oscar?
It did.
Wow.
Oh yeah, and I just like the scenes where it shows like the afterlife, like all those people like in the waiting room. You could see like all the details of how they died. Like there was that obese guy that somewhat obese guy that had like his throat was bulging. He had a bib on,
bone
which,
in his throat.
yeah, which means that he had to have choked on something to death at a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
This is how he died, and this is how she died.
Yeah.
And if I'd have known then what I know now, I wouldn't have had my little accident.
Wonder how a pervert character like Beetlejuice would translate in 2024. Oh, come on! What are you talking about? I'm not that perverted. I'm a true ladies' man.
I'm feeling a little anxious here, if you know what I mean.
I guess we're going to find out.
Oh. Wait, why did I sound French? Oh. I am the French Beetlejuice.
I wonder how they came up with the costume design, because Beetlejuice was just created, right? He
Wow.
wasn't based on anything.
Yeah, but it's very Tim Burton. I mean,
Oh yeah,
clothes,
totally.
yeah,
Like the stripes, the black and white stripes, the
Yeah.
green hair, the makeup. Like, I wonder how they put that all together.
Let's see. Can I get a happy birthday to my son? Hold on. Can I get a happy birthday? Oh yeah. Hey, happy birthday, John
happy
Gobani.
birthday, Johnny.
Yep. Shout out to him.
Oh no, I think we have some trolls.
Uh-oh.
I think so too.
No, I don't think it's trolls. I think it's just here. Some people are saying hello. So
I don't
how's it going?
know. It's all going crazy.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of comments here. It's really blowing up.
Wow.
Hello, Connor. Good to see you. What was
Well-
what was Beetlejuice's real name? I have no idea. Is Beetlejuice really Italian for 2 years? Well, he did say "Hope you like Italian," so I don't know. Maybe it did. That does imply that he. No trolls,
Don't mind
just
the
love.
mess.
Ah,
Hope you like
good to know. There,
Wait,
yeah. Hope
where'd
you
you
like
go?
Italian. Hey, where'd you go? Hey, where are you?
Hey, I'm just trying to make a deal here.
What is going on? I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, it's,
Well, we're got
Hi,
like this is
everyone.
like we got like
You
80
need-
views now.
you need some mods in your chat, is what's going on.
Don, why don't you make me a mod?
I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, Nick is gonna be thrilled about this.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, and I also want to mention that part where he said, "Hey, where'd you go?" And then just out of anger, just kicked the tree. That tree falling down was not supposed to happen. Yeah, like it turns out, that tree wasn't supposed to fall down. So after he kicked it,
Yep.
he just like improvised his next line. He just looked behind and said, "Nice model," and then
Nice! Oh, damn it. It
Yeah,
didn't work.
so,
Nice model.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
so yeah, apparently Michael Keaton improvised a whole lot of his dialogue, and like it just proves just how talented of an actor he is. He can play a good villain. He can play a good hero because Batman a year later. And I also liked his performance as Vulture in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what? These people can keep commenting because they're just adding to your algorithm.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm just saying.
I know this is crazy. It's never blown up like this before.
I mean, how many
I just
people does it
can't
say are in
keep
here?
up with like all the questions. Like, oh my goodness.
Wow.
How many does it say you have in here?
Let's see, 111 right now.
Get the freak out of here.
Yep. Most of them are from Utterly Insane Productions.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Awesome.
Nice. This is awesome. Okay.
Bob Lee?
So yeah, let's see. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I want to talk about the beginning. I really love the opening sequence where it shows like a whole town, only to find
Yeah.
out that it's just a model. You know, like one of those table models that people sometimes do, like crafting. And then you see that spider, and I'm just like, Alec Baldwin, you are brave for picking up that spider. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would be freaked out picking up a spider that big.
Well, you know, it was like a tarantula. You know, I mean, they don't really hurt you. That's,
They can't.
I
they
mean, it
can't
kind of
understand.
looked like a really big wolf spider, but it was a tarantula.
Hey, I mean, they can be scared if they're scared, they could bite. You know, like you remember in Home Alone when Daniel Stern had that spider on his face? That scream was dubbed in. They didn't want him to like scream for real at that moment because they were afraid it would scare the spider and it would bite him. So they actually edited that scream in post.
So
I
the
think you
original
can
take
kind
was-
of tell it was dubbed in, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Irene is backstage.
Oh, Irene. Oh, here.
How the hell do you see that?
Hey, Irene. Good to see you.
Irene.
How's it going?
Oh, Kate must have some
Soaking wet.
special. Whoa.
Yeah. So tonight's.
After one tropical storm and then another one and then what the heck, right?
Oh well, yes. I was saying I hope you've been doing okay because I've been hearing all kinds of bad things about the weather over there.
Well, just the island where my co-host lives. Here I just got wet. But it was fun. Yeah.
You definitely need some mods going on here, man.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, looking at some of the comments.
Yeah, I'm looking at a few of them. It's
I
think you
I
should make-
honestly don't know what is going on. Like,
Yeah,
what
we-
are all the questions about? I don't.
You know, I
get
feel
it.
like it's like some kind of prank from like Howard Stern with like Baba Booey and
I don't know.
Brady Bunch. What Brady Bunch?
right? Oh man.
I honestly have no idea what's
you
going on.
definitely got hit tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
But
Of all nights to
are
be
these
having
real
another guest
people?
coming in.
Some of
Are
them.
these real people though?
I think
'Cause
some of these are. A lot of
I
them. It says
don't
they're
know.
all coming from Utterly Insane Productions. So, yeah. Anyway, so let's
I
continue.
don't know any of them.
Let's just continue on. So, yeah, what was your guys' favorite moment of the film?
Oh,
I mean, I know that's a good question, right?
I mean, I love the whole damn thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it was so well told, the whole story from beginning to end,
I mean,
and the dynamics of it.
their social worker was funny.
Oh yeah,
What's her name? And I do believe she has passed.
She died in 1999. She was let's see, trying to remember her name. Oh yeah, Juno. She was played by Sylvia Sidney. That's her name. And she also was in Mars Attacks. She played the grandma whose music is what stopped the Martians. And I believe that was her last movie before her death. And I believe that was yes, and I believe that was her last movie before her death in 1999.
Somebody said someone let Joe talk. Letting Joe talk is never a problem. He can talk.
Yeah, he's free to talk anytime.
He can't believe me. He can. I've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, we don't have Joe on mute. He's been free to talk this whole time.
I just
That's funny. That isn't an Illinois accent. No, it isn't.
Ooh.
Yep.
Have a good night, guys.
Yeah, you have a good night.
Whoever you are.
Later, Dave H.
Yeah. So
More
yeah.
will come.
So anyway, let's see. What are some favorite moments? Let's see. Oh yeah, mine was definitely Deo.
Yeah, I like the part where he turned into like the snake and then he's like, "Attention, Kmart shoppers! You know, you won't
We've
hear
come
that
for your
anymore
daughter, Chuck."
'cause Kmart doesn't exist, but still, I
Oh,
love that little bit. You know, the whole circus act bit.
Yeah, the Kmart shoppers line.
And they were totally oblivious to what was coming up behind them before they got shot through the roof.
I know that part. I always loved that when I was little.
We've come for your daughter, Chuck.
Yeah, we come for your daughter, Chuck.
Oh man, let's see. I have the Nintendo game. Oh yes, the Nintendo. Yeah, I remember.
Here,
There was,
little old buddy. We are gathered here to baby.
yes, that's right. I did see that there was a Nintendo game. In fact, I think I saw that recently when I was at a used game store. They had like a couple of copies of that.
Now, did you guys watch the cartoon at all?
I did.
I
the
actually
cartoon.
like the cartoon.
Because my kids, one of my kids was into the Beetlejuice cartoon, so
Yeah. I actually
Yeah.
I
like
had
it.
to watch it along with them.
Now, I was too old to be watching cartoons at that point, but I still.
You're never too old to watch cartoons.
That's no. Especially old Bugs Bunny cartoons because.
Oh come on, Bugs Bunny's classic.
Oh, Bugs
That's
Bunny
what the man
was
said.
the
He
best.
said that. That's what he said. He said that.
For sure.
Although I
Look,
do have
guys.
a hard time
Hey,
watching
Nick.
some of
Oh,
those.
Nick's here. I gotta go.
You just missed something very insane. There was over 100 people on here.
100 people? Seriously?
Yep.
Yeah, they
Some might have
invaded
been
us.
both.
Wow.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
of them are still here.
Well, I had to do a re-recording for one of my audiobooks. It took a lot longer than I expected.
You know what else you missed?
It's that.
How about this?
Oh my God! How did you do that?
Love it.
That's right.
How did you do
This
that?
this looks like a cross between Beetlejuice and Rocky Horror Picture Show.
It kind of does.
Oh my God!
I'm Frankenjuice.
Actually,
Beetle
I was
murder.
thinking more. Actually, I was thinking more kind of like the Joker from.
From TSN, we are
Batman.
You want the Joker?
Aw,
I see.
peace and love. Bye.
Hey, Tom.
Well, hey, yeah, you know, Augusto. Yeah, thank you for sharing. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. I wanted to address No Gusto.
You got to tell
yes,
me how you do that, Tom.
So I want to address No Gusto here for a second. No Gusto, yes, thank you for sharing the link to this and bringing all these people on. Yeah,
Thank you.
I do appreciate that. Thank you. Please continue sharing.
Hey,
Yeah.
Tom, did you see what I'm wearing, by the way?
No, let me go back. Oh, look at that! We're
Oh, you
twins.
got a hat, Nick.
Nice.
That's
It
so
finally
cool.
came.
Yes, it did. Here, I'm just going to zoom in for a sec so everybody see. Yep, finally got my hat.
Nice.
What would I like that?
Way.
That is some sharp merch. I just gotta say, I don't know where you got it from, but like it's
I don't know
awesome.
where you got it from, but
Yeah, it came in today, so finally got it.
Cool.
Oh, here. Hello from Northeast Florida. Oh, hey, Elbow Riders, thanks for tuning in. Hey, love Florida. It's a good state.
Kitty.
Kat wants to say hi. Yeah. So where did Kate go?
I don't
I'm
know.
still here.
She's
Surprise.
got her hat too.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, he's got a nice hat.
All right, man. It's the cool kids club, man.
Yeah.
Got all the hats now, look.
Yeah.
3.
Yes. Sorry, Tom. I don't wear hats.
Get a
Oh, well,
shirt.
you could get a shirt.
T-shirt. You
I
can
could.
get.
I have V-necks. I have all kinds of stuff, man. You can look like Simon Cowell with a V-neck, you know, with a top. Just saying. You got the
You're
hair
welcome.
already for Simon Cowell.
Take care.
Yeah.
Hey, Nick, what did you dress up as Mario Party? Oh, my God.
Depending on Tom, maybe.
Yeah, so, Nick, we wanted to discuss, we wanted to ask what everybody's favorite moment from Beetlejuice was.
Man, see, to be honest with you, it's been a really long time since I've seen Beetlejuice.
Come
it's been
on.
quite a couple of years.
Come
Yeah,
on,
I know.
Come on, think of one
In
moment.
a couple of years. You know how long that's been out? Come on. You have to have a good
You
moment.
know, actually, on second thought now that I'm kind of thinking it over, it would probably actually have to be the ending of it, like when you had
Come on.
yeah, no, I'm coming up with one. I promise you, I am.
You have to have one. Come on. You have to do it. Come on.
Come on.
You know what I gotta say?
I look like Arnold. Come on.
You know, I just gotta say, wouldn't it be
that's
hilarious?
really creepy, Tom.
You know, I'm just gonna
Oh,
say,
my
can
God.
you imagine if Arnold Schwarzenegger was part of this?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, my God, the man himself. The Terminator himself.
That's right. Come on.
Anyways, but to answer your question, I think my
So
favorite part was
weird.
near the end, with right at the end with Winona Ryder being lifted up, being while jumping the lines playing. You got those ghostly football players dancing in the background.
Oh,
That was my favorite part, I think.
Shake, Sonora. Shake your body line.
You know what? Actually, funny enough, that song, I know it's partially off topic. That song was actually performed while I was at the Michigan Paracon at our after party that we had. There was this guy who came in, even though it's karaoke, he brought like a whole guitar set with. So he actually sang that song with an instrument. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm surprised no one's getting the Beetlejuice vibe out of this, but he performs it like really well, whoever this guy is.
Oh, here. It says, can we hear Don say it's showtime in Beetlejuice's voice? Sure thing. It's showtime.
You should have done that at the beginning of the show.
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Earlier, I did.
If you didn't, you would
Yeah,
have
well,
known it.
let's see. And where were you for that?
I was in the recording studio.
Mm.
Okay. So, yeah, like this movie like does have some pretty dark aspects to it if you think about it. Because I watched this as a kid, yeah, but it's like when you really rewatch it as an adult, there are some things that are not exactly kid friendly. Like there's the aspects of suicide. Let's see, and all these perversions that Beetlejuice has.
Sorry.
Wow.
Oh,
You
what's
okay?
wrong with my voice?
Especially when
Were
he
you
grabs
singing
his junk.
karaoke too?
Voice.
He goes
You good there,
back and grabs his junk.
Yeah, I'm totally fine. I think I was possessed for a moment. How did Beetlejuice die?
How did he die? It's heavily implied that he had committed suicide because he existed as like an assistant, as like a civil servant, and in the afterlife, all the civil servants were people who had killed themselves. Like that green woman with that red, that elf creature. I don't know what that was. She had slit her wrists.
Right.
Let's see, that girl, the woman, Juno. Yeah.
Mm.
Then there was that character Juno who had that slit on her.
She had her
Okay.
neck slit. Yeah.
And then the one guy, how do I look? There's no mirrors on this side.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I feel kind of flat.
Oh,
Yeah, roadkill.
Oh yeah, he got run over, right?
Yeah, he was
Yes,
roadkill.
Sarah. Yeah, Sarah. Beetlejuice is rated PG, Sarah, and
That's
somehow it's
crazy.
and somehow it even got away with an F-bomb.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Well, see,
one.
well, you got to admit though. I mean, if it was released a few years later into the '90s, there probably would have been a good chance it would have more likely gotten PG-13 rating then, because obviously the PG-13 rating still didn't exist in 1988.
Right.
Hmm.
And yeah, because this was the 80s. They were still trying to figure out what the standard should be for PG-13 because PG-13 movies started in 1984.
What's
Really?
funny is that if you look at it too, like
Like it was
that
later
year of
than that.
'88, not a horror movie necessarily, but that was kind of the same thing with another notorious film that came out that year, which is still one of the greatest ever, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and that came out as PG. Yet there
Yeah.
were a lot of adult themes in that movie,
Love
and
that
they said the same thing. Had it been released into the '90s alongside Beetlejuice, that would have gotten a PG-13 rating as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, the woman who saw it in half has to be murder. Well, yeah, I think so. Like I was trying to remember, like was she a civil servant? No, she wasn't. So that had to have been that was definitely not a suicide. But let's see. Then you look at other characters that are in that waiting room. Hey, Chris. Yeah, and you look at other characters in that waiting room, like that charred guy that had a cigarette. I'm
Yeah.
thinking,
Oh yeah, he smoked to death, right?
You want to
yeah.
smoke?
My guess is he fell asleep and with lit
With a
cigarette,
lit
and it
cigarette,
Yep.
because he looked like he was burned to death.
Was that the guy with the really small head?
yes.
No.
No,
He
No,
was the guy with
no,
the
the guy-
small body.
The shaman had a little dust and he put it on somebody's head and it made it
Yeah.
struck their
Yep.
head.
Yeah, he did that Beetlejuice.
Spontaneous
combustion.
Towards
Yeah,
the
well,
end
my guess, Sarah, is that he just went to sleep, like fell asleep with a cigarette in his hand, and burned his house down with himself inside it. So,
Yeah.
if that's my guess, how he died, and he still hasn't learned his lesson because he's continuing smoking in the afterlife.
Yeah, he's still doing this.
Yeah, he says, "Oh yeah, I'm just trying to quit," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sure I could tell you're putting a lot of effort into that."
No, that's the wrong Beetlejuice. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh Jesus.
Oh my god.
Oh my God. I didn't even know what that Beetlejuice was until I saw Scary Movie 2.
Howard Stern, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I hope we didn't hear that.
Yeah. Hey, that is true, Sarah. That is very true.
Spell red. PHERIQ.
Oh my God. Oh man. Oh, one character that I thought was really weird was in the beginning. That's Jane, that real estate agent, who I didn't know at first was like related to them, but I thought it was just some nutcase who was just really after the house, like trying to like sell it. It's like I'm like thinking this one's insane. It's like I have a relative who works in real estate, and it's like I could tell you, real estate agents do not act like that in real life. You don't just go up to a nice house and say, "Oh, I think this house is way too nice for these people. I want to like pressure them into selling it." That's insane.
Yeah. That's,
Well, I think the barber guy was pretty weird too. You know, and he just said, just trim it a little. Just
The real estate agent came and tried doing that to me. Like if I had a nice house like that, and they tried to pressure me, it's like no, yeah, like I would call the cops and have that, because if they come on the property, I would have them arrested for trespassing, because it's like my house is not on the market. You're not associated with this home in any way, shape, or form. Like
Bye,
Yeah.
Barbara.
yeah, it's like that's ridiculous.
that's a bit weird.
It is.
I don't know if you guys have the same feeling, but when I was a lot younger, so I think I saw Beetlejuice the first time when I was like 11, maybe 12, and I just remember this feeling of feeling a bit sick while I was watching it, because there was so much visual and sort of sensory things going on. And it did make me feel a bit like kind of disgusted when I watched it. And that feeling never really left me. I don't know if you guys ever felt like that, or if I just have some sensory issues. I don't know.
Well, I am a bit older than most of you. Not all of you. I don't think I ever felt that way watching it, but
Yeah,
I
don't
always
know.
had a good time watching it. Really.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good, but there were like things that kind of stirred feelings in me, like ew and
Yeah.
So you know what? Like this
Yeah.
this being dead thing, it's just creepy. You
Yeah,
know?
There, this whole being dead thing is it's not working out. I gotta get out of here.
It's just it's just so creepy.
Kind of
I know.
creepy.
Yeah, he was eating a cockroach, Nick.
Oh
He
God!
sure
don't
was.
find me.
yeah.
Oh man. Yep. See, your biggest fear, Nick.
You
Well,
want to see
Beetlejuice-
cockroaches? You
In
come-
the cartoon,
You got big
Beetlejuice
ones
used to
here.
eat handfuls of cockroaches in the cartoons. Like, he's like, oh
Yeah, that's a cartoon though.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, here. Woo Writers DG says Winona Ryder has also said that set of new Beetlejuice was really fun. Oh, I imagine so. I bet it was fun
Mhm.
for her and for Michael Keaton and Jenna Ortega.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jenna Ortega, perfect choice for playing Winona Ryder's daughter in that. Like I could just watching the trailer. I was definitely getting some Wednesday vibes off of that.
Oh
Now
yeah.
I actually heard that the Beetlejuice character
Hello.
Oh
was,
hi Dom.
Oh hey,
he's
Doc,
not supposed to be here as you.
what's up?
What are
Hello.
you doing?
I'm here as me.
Yeah, come as you are.
I
You don't
screwed
have
that
to
one
wear
up, didn't
clothes.
I?
It's
he
okay.
thinks he's Kurt Cobain, you know.
Oh yeah.
Long time no see though. I gotta admit.
Yeah, it's been a while. Welcome back.
Indeed, thank you. This was my character. I was coming in as Pizza Face, but I had just gotten a big argument with Wawa in the yard. Now they got to come back. So I decided Pizza Face wasn't so good because I got to go back and show my real teeth. Hello, guys. Beetlejuice.
Freaking
Yep.
Wawa.
That's right. We're covering Beetlejuice right before the new one comes out. There, can't wait.
When does it come out there?
Stuttering
Ours
John
comes
Smith
out
here.
September 5th.
It comes out this Friday.
Yeah, just the day before,
Uh-oh.
day afterwards. So looks like Irene. I guess you guys are getting it before us. Ours is September 6th.
Oh,
Yeah, Australia also gets it on the day before as well, on the
Oh,
Thursday.
you guys too, Robert? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he lives in the future, too. So.
Yeah.
He gave me the
Really
lottery
gonna like
numbers
it.
earlier.
I love that look.
You like it?
Yeah. You should, save it. You should wear it every day. That looks really super.
That sounded more like Sling Blade than it did Beetlejuice.
It suits you really good.
I reckon I'm a guy from the netherworld.
but I can certainly guarantee you, I definitely won't be disappointed with Beetlejuice as I pretty much am with Crow remake.
Mm.
Yeah, that remake of the Crow. Like, just watch the original. You know, it's much better.
Tom and I literally just had this conversation right before we got on the phone, or actually right before I decided to join here.
Yeah.
You know,
I actually didn't hate the. Well, I didn't get to see the new Crow, but I understand why people like it. I can't tell you if I saw the new Beetlejuice or not, but it's beautiful.
mm.
Um,
Let's see.
I don't
But
know
I'll
how they
say-
can top off a new Beetlejuice with the old one that was being so good. You know what I mean?
Well,
I
they've
mean,
had
it-
plenty of time.
It was one of the best ones that I've ever seen in a
Yeah.
long time.
But you got a lot more advances in technology.
Yep.
Mhm.
And apparently,
Yeah.
by one of the comments, Tim Burton was given a lot more freedom.
What's up,
during
Chris?
this
Hey, Chris.
So,
Very good.
Mm.
you know, I could see them doing some amazing stuff in it.
I don't
Oh,
want
yeah.
to throw nothing away to you guys, and I don't want to tell you nothing, but they went back to basics. And Michael Keaton, he wanted to be only in it for just a few minutes of the movie, and they made that happen. But it made it happen pretty powerful.
Mm.
So,
That's what I was just about to say before you came on. That I don't think he was in there as much as people think he's going to be in there.
Yeah.
as a
Yeah,
matter of fact, I can't throw away. I don't want to throw away a lot, even though I'm like, God damn, it's like burning in me, and I want to. But I believe it's like
I will tell you, Nick. We sometimes there's 6 people, sometimes there's 9. I believe what was it, Nick? The most people we've had in here was probably like what, 12?
No, you
I
can
think
only have
so.
10 on StreamYard.
10
Yeah,
on
right.
StreamYard? Oh,
Right
okay.
now we got the Brady Bunch going on.
Yeah, see, if one of our
So
other
Joe is Alice.
I was gonna say if one more of our show hosts decides to join on, then we'll really have the full house because then we're at full capacity. So
is
Well,
Nick the lady or
I'll
the
be leaving in
husband?
a minute because I got to go
Yeah.
scream in the yard.
So
at
which one am
Wawa
I
again, but
in the Brady Bunch?
I'll be Mike.
Okay. Oh man. Nice to meet you all. Oh, likewise, Nick.
is
Yeah,
this
Nick.
done?
yeah, these are all people who here no gusto brought on.
Wait,
Yeah.
which Nick is he referring to though? That's the real question.
No, his name
I was
is
referring
Nick Tucker.
I was referring to this guy, Nick Tucker.
Oh no! I'm just seeing what no gusto said. I'm trying to think.
Oh, he was referring to that Nick. Nick
Okay.
Tucker, because he's a viewer. Yes, came back from the horse. Oh, okay.
That's going to be confusing for me now. Now that we got another Nick in this.
You're picking it.
I got three Nicks in my family, so I
I
got
got a brother-in-law named Nick and a cousin
Oh, wow.
I got a cousin
My
Nick. I
name-
got a cousin's husband named Nick.
Well, listen, I got a dad named Tom. I got a son named Tom. I have an uncle named Tom. I have a cousin named Tom. You know.
And there are 3 Dons in my
And,
family.
and you know what? I got to bring it up. And let's not forget Kate's a big fan of Nicolas Cage.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. Big fan of all my work. Wicker Man being the best of them all. Am I right?
Beetle
Ghost
Rider. Beetle
Yeah,
Rider.
Eagle Rider.
Eagle Rider.
No, Beetle Rider.
Beetle
Eagle
Rider.
Rider.
Oh my god.
Ghost Juice.
Oh.
Ew, that sounds
Eliminate 3
horrible.
times and I'll come back and make another Ghost Rider.
No.
Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider.
Oh, I've been summoned.
before I run, what are some of these things, the most important parts that you guys talked about tonight, as far as like the love of Beetlejuice and things like
Yes.
that? Because
We have talked about the cast. We've talked about a little bit of the story. And also our love for like the waiting room, like showing all those crazy characters the way they died. And I also want to point out, I love how the end serves as like a Deus Machina, having that sandworm come in and take down
Yeah.
Beetlejuice. And for those of you who don't know what Deus Machina is, it's a term for like a seemingly unsolvable or inescapable situation, but then at the very last second, something unexpected solves the problem. Like one of my favorite examples of this is at the end of Jurassic Park, where the Raptors were about to go after Grant Sadler and the 2 kids, but then a T-Rex comes in last second, just takes down the Raptors.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's man. I love that everybody here loves the same thing. I think it's safe to say we kind of all grew up with it, even with all different age ranges here. I think we're all within, in that time realm of the '80s and the nostalgia's love as far as what you could buy at Halloween shops, and Beetlejuice has always had it's part of time, and still to this day, everybody's got to be Beetlejuice now for Halloween this year, right? Except probably us, because we've already loved it way beforehand. This is now an introduction to people who get to now meet Beetlejuice for the first time, and it's a welcome back for the people who we've always said, this is one of the best not horror. I don't want to go that far. It's a horror movie, but one of the best cool, creepy movies that you could enjoy the times with.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it was well made too. You didn't fall asleep watching it.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, I couldn't have put it better myself, Dom.
Well, it's one of those. It's one of those things where it's like, there's when you guys all see it, it's one of those things where it's like there's that scariness of, will it hold up? Will it do this? Will it do that? In reality, you just got to say welcome back,
Right.
And that was fun.
Yes. Here, Sarah's asking, if you could add a building to the town model, what would you add? Ooh.
To the town model?
Yeah, the town. You know how
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin had that town model in like the
A
attic.
BB3 studio, so we could talk about this every night.
There you go. Let's see, what would I add?
How about what what's his name wanted to add to it? The museum of what was it? Oh Christ! The dad, Charles Dietz. He wanted to add the like somebody is on their knees to, like, oh, what the hell was it? I can't remember now. Oh
Hey,
my
Billy.
God.
Good to see you.
Hi, Billy.
What's up, Billy?
No worries, Billy. Welcome. Yeah. Oh man, what would you add, Kate?
Oh, Decon is on their knees to represent the. Was it cockroach? Oh my God, was it cockroach?
I hope it wasn't.
Oh my God, I got to look back at the script now.
You know what?
I got to go back and rehear what everything I'm hearing right now because I feel like
I don't know why, but when you asked me, Don, the first thing that popped into my head was the Trump Tower, Chicago.
Yep.
Like, how funny would that be?
Yeah, you just set up that tower and be like, "Yep, that's my tower in all its glory. Plenty of rooms available. So less looking and more booking, please. Thank you."
Listen, Beetlejuice is dead.
You just have
He
to do
died
it.
like a dog. He
Yeah. Okay. I don't know who this Beetlejuice is. Yeah. Well,
died like a dog.
Yeah, died like a dog. Spit down like a dog. He's no threat to me. So yeah. There, he got eaten by a sandworm. He's a loser, you know. And vote for me, 2024.
Albert A. Beetlejuice is dead. He died like a dog. He
I've seen The Exorcist 167 times, and it keeps getting funnier every time I see it. Not to mention the fact to a dead guy. What do you think?
I think I'm qualified. Well, we mean can you be
Classic.
scary. Oh,
See, if I could be completely honest, I'd rather be dealing with sandworms than cockroaches.
Oh.
Just saying.
you know there are so many things I could say right now. and I'm not going
I don't
to.
want to deal with. Hey, here's some sandworms you don't.
Tell us.
Nick, here's some sandworms you don't want to deal with.
I don't know what's worse, the graboids or the sandworms. So now you put me in another position. I'm
Well,
not sure
you
what
know,
would be worse.
when
Like
the
the old
graboids
infamous-
come after your cockroaches,
Here. Donald J. Trump does not sound like Mr. Burns, okay? I am my own person. I am nothing like that guy. Okay? I have more money than Mr. Burns. He did not become president. He's a loser.
Isn't Mr. Burns British?
he's not.
No, he's not.
Smithers.
He's just
I am
high
in heaven right
society.
now. Oh, nice.
You know,
Go ahead, make my millennium.
I gotta
so good.
reply to Billy's comment here saying about I definitely remember the animated series that followed.
I
the
remember
other
it.
days.
Oh yeah, we were talking
Yeah.
about it.
You know
Yeah.
I
what?
mean that was a great cartoon, actually.
You know what I actually find interesting about that series, and this was back in the day when this channel used to be awesome. I mean, obviously, they weren't running it anymore, but I still
When this
remember
channel
when,
used to be awesome.
what?
When this channel used
No,
to be
no,
awesome?
no, no! You didn't
Oh,
let me finish.
oh,
No, you didn't let
oh,
no, no! I was about to say, you didn't let me finish.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say because it still
Nick,
is. I'm just
you
saying because we're all
twabble.
on it.
Come on, Nick.
Nick's in trouble.
Oh, he ran
There
off.
you go.
He's gone.
Wow.
Oh, man.
He's like, you know what? I'm out.
No, I bet his laptop died again.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, let's
He
see.
probably forgot to
Wouldn't
plug it in.
Wouldn't it be something if a random movie star showed up in your chat? That would be something. That would, yeah.
That'd be
Hey,
cool.
It'd be awesome to have a
That
celebrity guest.
would.
We had some.
see.
I'm just saying this guy me. We've had a couple. I'm just saying.
Here.
Who, me?
Oh,
Hey, Nick.
Oh,
we
here it
we,
is.
we, we
I
have
don't
shared
know.
that clip on here before.
I don't know
By
what
the way.
happened, but somehow it just knocked me out for some reason. I have no idea. Well, what I was going to say though was before you cut me, Tom, it was not this.
I didn't cut you. I have no control. What are you talking about?
He
No,
tells
what I
my
was
show.
going to say was I still remember back in the day when this particular channel, Cartoon Network, used to run the reruns of Beetlejuice. And I find that fascinating because, as far as I remember, because that was back in the day when Cartoon Network used to air a lot of these old cartoons, not like now where it's completely sucked. But it was, as far as I can remember, the only series that it was the only series or anything involving Tim Burton that aired on that channel.
Well, but it didn't start on Cartoon Network. It
No,
was
it did.
on
I'm
a
saying that's when
totally
this-
different network.
No, I'm saying this was when they were. That's why I said that's when they were airing the reruns of it. Beetlejuice, the animated series, had already ended, but it was at that time when Cartoon Network was airing a lot of these old cartoons from like between the 1920s up to the 80s and early 90s, and Beetlejuice the animated series. They were
And the show was totally different from the movie too, because like Lydia and Beetlejuice were like best friends.
Yeah.
I thought
They
the
were.
animated series sucked, and a lot of people too. I found it very boring. The movie,
I
you
liked it.
cannot beat the movie. It was just a tie off to something where it's like, yeah, we're gonna buy off Beetlejuice and things like that. There was really nothing about it that hit home. The cartoon, the animation wasn't even drawn that good to me. And listen, this is me not dissing Beetlejuice because I love Beetlejuice.
Mhm.
But you want to tie into nostalgia. I didn't think the animation was that good. I had bought more of the toys like back as a kid. Remember that little grave that like you had to slide open and things like that, and you got like
Beetlejuice lies here.
things like that. I didn't think the cartoon was great at all.
Yeah.
No, I didn't mind the cartoon. I mean, it was not the caliber of the movie by any means.
Right.
I never seen that cartoon version. I don't think we ever had it here in Japan.
Me
If
either.
it did, I would have
I'm
watched
sure you
it.
could find it on YouTube somewhere.
I'm sure.
Probably.
Oh,
Yeah,
Bronson.
it's probably on YouTube now.
Hey, Bronson, I agree. I completely agree with you. Like, I can't picture anybody else playing Beetlejuice except for me.
Well, and obviously the animated series, it was obviously not Michael Keaton that voiced his character, it was somebody else.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
No, that's what I've always said. They should never remake movies because some of the actors that portray the roles they do, they nail it so good that you can't see anybody else playing
No.
that.
Well, you hit that
I
right
agree-
on the head,
understand.
didn't you?
Yeah,
you hit
I agree
that
with
right
that
on
one.
the head.
I was
Yeah.
just saying that earlier. Me and this guy were talking earlier. I was just saying the same.
What do you mean we were talking earlier like
Yeah,
that?
we were. I was just saying the same damn thing.
Not that I would call you during your show or nothing.
No, never. Oh, no. There was not a phone ringing at the end of my show in the last.
You have a
10
show?
minutes. I swear to God.
You got a wait. You got a YouTube
This
channel?
coming from the guy that has my SpongeBob version of my shirt. Who
I
just
started?
started?
I didn't know you had
What
a
was just said,
channel called This Is
you know,
Tom's
What
World.
a show. Somebody just
Wow.
started. I heard it.
Okay.
Wow.
Anyway, I have to say, like, what? Oh yeah, Deo was that's the best moment. I thought it was like bizarre when I was a kid watching that, but then when that moment when the lobster hands came out and just, I thought that was hysterical. I thought that was hysterical.
Remember that guy who played the designer?
Otho.
Yeah,
He was the weirdest character
when
in the
he
movie.
died. They used that music on his funeral.
They did.
Really?
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
I saw it on Facebook that they said when he died
Shrimp, right? Right.
during his
Cool.
funeral they used that music. They used that song on his funeral.
Now, if you ever notice though, when they go to the netherworld, right, and you see that whole like little bleachers behind them in the back scenes, Otho is in those bleachers.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if you go back and watch the movie, he's just there and he's wearing like really dark glasses.
I guess I've never
Oh
noticed
yeah,
that.
the look like round things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here. Oh, here. I came across this right here. These
Yeah.
are toys that were made for kids. Beetlejuice. Yeah.
Yeah, Kate was. We saw your message, Kate.
Welcome
Yeah.
to Windy River.
The movie was trying to advertise itself was trying to be advertised to kids, despite that crazy content it's got.
Wasn't there like McDonald's toys or something?
Now
You
let
would've
me ask
thought
a real
so.
serious question.
Yeah,
that might
Happy
put us all
Days
into a
or
fist
Happy
fight.
Meal toys.
Yeah.
I've come
Hey,
They
across
probably did have it.
had a few
Kids
places.
in the chat.
Toonie Terrors.
Up.
You
Hey,
guys ready
Amanda.
for this question?
Amanda.
Everybody might be fist fighting after this one.
Yeah, it's hard to know who was the real villain. Is it the Deets for what they were
It's
doing in
not
the
that.
end? Was it Beetlejuice?
Who is the better character? Who played Michael Keaton? Beetlejuice
Yeah.
or Batman?
Yeah.
Juice.
Oh,
Bad Juice. Oh my god.
Bad
But yeah,
Juice.
he played a great Batman. He did.
Beetle Man.
Which one?
A Beetle Man.
Oh wait, let's
That's
see
why
what Amanda said.
He did better than Beetlejuice, I think.
I'm Beetlejuice.
And that's why I won't do two shows a night anymore, babe. I won't do it. Well, Well, we do what we got here tonight, kids.
I got about
Well,
19
you
minutes
know what, your
before I got to
friends
go
are
outside. I
calling me
might
up
bring
on
you
the
all with
horn.
me while I yell at the Wawa guy. So you guys
Your-
can
Yeah,
experience
come on,
how I
boy.
deal with
Paranormal
people.
boyfriend goals. That's awesome. I love it.
There you go, Nick.
Now I have to wonder what dance number between Lydia and Wednesday would be like. Oh, because yeah, it
That'd be
seems
good.
like every
Yeah.
creepy girl. It's like any horror film now with creepy girls has to have a dance number. Like with Wednesday Addams had it, and let's see, Megan.
Yep.
Well,
Mm.
Megan
Wednesday
had a dance
Addams
know-
didn't have it until the Wednesday series.
I
Well,
gotta
that's what I'm
say,
saying.
I mean,
I'm
there
saying
was a little dance interlude between Lurch and Wednesday in the old black and white
yep.
Addams
Oh,
family.
right.
I
no,
will say that.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I'm referring to like modern horror.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, but that's something that has obviously, like what Tom brought up, is something that's been going on since the 60s. It's funny too. All this talk about these
Come for
different
your daughter,
dances.
Chuck.
What's funny is that all these different like these examples you brought up, I just decided to look up that song "Jump in the Line," and the first comment that shows up on this when I look says, "Sounds like Lydia got an A on the math test."
That's right.
I'm going to bring you
I
guys
don't
outside
know.
with me in a
You
minute.
gotta be.
Oh,
The Jets and Sharks.
Are you guys cool if I chill with you for a while? Like, we'll talk, but I got to go outside. I'm not sure. Like, I got to wait for this DoorDash thing. So if I throw my phone, it means a little correct.
No worries,
But
it's all good, Dom.
We'll be here.
I
for a
think
little bit.
Yep.
Nathaniel had a good question about Robert Downey Jr.
Oh,
playing
here.
Dr. Doom.
Oh, where do you see that?
Look,
It's kind of up the top. I think we just missed it
Here, hold on. I'll look for it. Are you
with
looking for it, Don?
Nathaniel.
Nick is too busy talking.
I hope you don't mind if I talk about something else, but what do you think?
Oh, yeah,
about
right here.
Robert?
So send me to
I think that's a really bad decision.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I feel like
My
they could
opinion.
have just easily brought him back as Iron Man.
Yeah,
you got the
really.
whole you
Yeah.
guys are exploring the whole concept of multiverse. You could have just gotten you could have just gotten a different version of Iron Man from a different universe, like have him played by Robert Downey Jr. I mean, come
I
on.
know.
Wasted
But Tony
opportunity.
Stark is Dr. Doom.
Or
He doesn't need to
maybe
listen.
maybe Iron Man played by Michael J. Fox.
Mm.
You don't know. It could have been from any universe. I mean,
If I wanted to actually get to this comment too.
Thank you, Nick.
I'm Iron Man.
I always wanted to say for Nick Tucker, who's been watching as a new viewer, if it's all right for me to say, if you really like this show, just so you know, we all have podcasts of our own too. So if you want to check out our shows, we're on YouTube, Facebook. We have. This is not the only show we got here.
What about Tom? There's a Tom's World one that's pretty decent.
Yeah. This one.
Nice.
This is Tom's World.
Oh yeah. Hey. Oh yeah.
I
So
don't know about Tom's World. What is that all about?
here, real quick.
fucking guy
I just-
walking
I just-
around all day.
I just got to announce I just got to announce real quick. Yeah, for those of you who are watching, please subscribe to all of our channels. Otherwise, the sandworms are on their way to your house.
Yeah.
Sandworms, right?
Go to
You hate him.
Facebook.
You hate him, right? I hate
Sure.
the voice. No, I can't do the
Sure.
voice like Don can.
No, I hear. Allow me
Me
I
too.
actually, Don,
Allow
I
me.
actually just found
Sure.
out that you literally could post on BB3 TV, which is pretty awesome. So I'm glad that like Tom was kept everybody in the loop and things like that. I had no idea you were able to connect to my network, so I definitely appreciate all that, man.
Hey, no
I'm
problem.
gonna. Nick is interested, so what I'm going to do right now,
You
I'll
been to
take care of this.
Saturn?
Is I'll send the links
I'll
out
be to
so Nick,
Saturn.
Nick can follow these.
Yes.
Oh, guys, you know who I have
Sandworm.
staying in my house today?
You know I
Staying in
hate
my
it.
house since the middle of August. Boozy Brothers, Wicked Wonders are in Japan. They're staying in my room.
Oh wow!
Nice.
All right, Nick. Here is the yeah. Amanda just said, especially Spooky Japan podcast, best current paranormal podcast in Japan. So allow me.
Yeah.
Here.
Yep.
I'm
I got-
posting.
I got you
And
guys.
and the
Allow
best
me.
exploration channel in Philadelphia.
Oh, you got it.
There's-
Okay. Is
there-
that
yep.
the?
That's
Oh, that's your YouTube
yeah,
channel. Okay,
that's
here's
my
the
that's my
thing-
channel.
Here's the Things Network page. Here's the
Actually,
Things Network page,
actually,
and then I'll share.
I can say that I have the #1 slot here in Philadelphia because my competition, the Philly Captain, who I've mentioned briefly before, his channel is
Watch out for your
He
copyright.
has a second channel that has like 1,000 some subscribers. I have over 2,300. I am
Oh.
number one in Philly, baby.
So
Yay.
everyone has to give him a kiss on the cheek because of that.
You know what's crazy though? You know what's crazy about that? Somehow our show just got messed up last time, and the last show I did had almost 2.5K in 2 nights.
Ooh, nice.
Wow.
Yeah. We did 2 shows ago.
Mm.
Yeah.
But the last one, somehow Facebook shut me down. Remember?
Oh wow.
Yeah. Like literally, we were in the middle of our podcast, and we were going to
And we're in the Czech
BBC,
Republic right now.
Facebook, and YouTube, and we were going to Diamond Tom's World on Facebook. For some reason, it shut down on BB3 on Facebook. We have no idea why, what happened, what's going on.
That's odd.
Like Dom originally thought it was the software we were using, but I know it was just Facebook itself.
That's
It just shut us down. I don't know.
Real quick.
I don't know if we just got a copyright strike and they just shut us down or something.
Wow.
I know it's against Beetlejuice and all that. Like we're just talking, but I mean, when it comes to Facebook and real talent, because what Don's doing on the network, this is how we all kind of work together. That last show should have got at least 10,000 views, no matter what, knowing what she brings, you know.
Oh.
But
but see, we know that, and they don't, but they will.
Yeah.
Irene, I just want to, and Amanda, if you're still watching, that link I just sent that to your Spooky Japan podcast page. I just shared it. I'm going to share one more link. So I'm sorry with all the constant links, but this one here is for BB3 TV.
Yeah. Oh, here, Nick. I wanted to respond to this. 2 comments I want to respond to. What do we dress up as Trump? Would Trump dress up as Beetlejuice to scare?
No, I think no. Nick is used to seeing Beetlejuice. Okay, but the one thing I could dress up as to scare Nick would be a cockroach.
Yeah.
Good cockroach. It'd be a great cockroach.
Yeah.
Yum yum yum.
Let's see. Val Kilmer was okay. Did not like George Clooney as Batman. Let's see. Robert Pattinson was he was pretty good. I'm not sure if he's. I'm not sure if he really beats Michael Keaton though.
I think he was too emo though.
Facebook.
Adam West was the
Dale
best.
mentioned Sasquatch.
You know what? I bought Val Kilmer as Batman and Bruce Wayne, but there's not many of them. Like George Clooney. George Clooney, I buy as Bruce Wayne, but not Batman.
No, he was not. No, he was not Batman. No. And I never understood the whole bat nipples on the outfit. I never got that.
I still can't believe they got away with that back then.
I was watching a whole thing about that, and
Yes,
they were
Kevin Conroy.
exactly they were talking about the
That's
nipples
right.
and the bat suits and stuff,
I'm Batman.
and it was part of the costumes designer that designed those rubber suits. He was insistent on the nipples, but at one point.
Wow.
When they did it for like Batman and Robin,
Yeah.
they took them off. You should have seen what they showed you what it looked like, but they took them off of Batgirl's outfit.
I'm going
Yeah,
to
they should have kept them on there, man.
tomorrow.
I mean,
I'll tell you what.
I'm like thinking, oh my God, they would have
I
got
agree.
X rating if they would have kept that outfit.
I agree. Kevin Conroy as Batman and Mark Hamill as the Joker.
God rest Kevin Conroy's soul.
And Mark Hamill will never do the Joker again now that Kevin Conroy is gone.
I'm sad
I
about
mean,
that.
come on. In reality,
really
you guys
weird,
are talking
Amanda.
Batman now. Keaton's the best, and in reality, the toughest. Is this R-rated network? Can I say, the B word? Am I allowed to say B word? Because I know Kate hates when I curse.
No.
Can I say the B word?
He's more afraid if anyone mentions Nick.
You mean Beetlejuice? The
Okay,
B
so
word?
let me put it this way: if you look at Batman, and if you knew it wasn't like him, Ben Affleck probably is the toughest son of a gun going. He is the most strongest one. He has a bad attitude. He could be a Bruce Wayne. If you looked at his attitude in there, he's drinking in there. He didn't care. And then when he put on that suit, I remember the one words he said to that guy when he was about to kill like Superman's mom or something. He goes, "Yeah, I know you will," and he already knew what's up. And then if you look at the other part of it, where he was talking to Joker on the roof, I think this was the dark version. He goes, "I'll fucking kill you," and he goes, "Please no, I'll fucking kill you." He meant it.
You know,
Right.
I got to give
Yeah.
those actors props though, because they all went through one like I said, I watched it's on Vice. It's something about movie icons, and they went all into the Batman thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
But when those guys were wearing those rubber suits,
hmm
they were very. I mean, especially Michael Keaton. He was worried about getting overheated and dehydrated and all of this.
Man, he
Right.
got Jordans on,
He
man.
was very
Everywhere.
hot in that suit, in those
Oh, I
rubber
can
suits.
imagine.
Of course it would be.
Oh yeah.
Those
Oh, yeah.
suits back in the day, that really like
And then of course they had to take them fuckers off every time they had to go pee.
Thank God I was
True.
always
That is true.
You know, and then go through that process of putting that all back on after taking them off, because they said once they got down to the boots, they'd hold the boots up and they just hold them upside down like this, and you'd see all the sweat pour out.
Bro, that's real
God.
movie making. That's
That's
real
nuts.
movie making. Straight up.
You got to do the laugh, Tom.
I
Wait,
was just
for
watching
what?
that Batman
Joker.
icon thing this
Joker?
last week. I
I
think
was
it was
saying.
on.
Oh, here.
wait a minute. If you don't mind, do that again.
Don't
Let me,
record
we
it.
got to zoom in on Tom with that. Do
Yes.
that one more time. Do that again.
Love it.
I like that.
That is awesome.
Nice.
I love
Wait,
it.
I got it. Wait, I've got one. Okay. I believe that whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you
What the hell is that?
stranger.
You threw a good one there too. That actually was good, bro.
Thank you.
You know, it would be awesome if there was some way that we could make this
Tom,
happen.
you'd make a lovely date.
I always enjoyed that.
So,
Keep
man,
that
that's pretty
icon
good.
really-
Don and Tom did pretty good there.
Thank you.
It really
I think
is.
Lydia I wouldn't be surprised,
Hey,
Bronson, that she was inspired by Wednesday. That
I think so.
yep.
I believe it.
But I noticed some similarities. You know,
Now, here's the thing. If I were to do my impression, why I think Ben Affleck is good, and I'm not going to do it right now, of why the definite, like, the heavy, you know, you're going to talk to you in a way where it's like, yeah, this is why I'm Batman. This one of my favorite lines in Batman was like, who are you? I'm Batman. And
Right.
Michael Keaton made you feel that. That's why my question earlier was like, who's the better character? I'm Batman. That's one of the best lines in the movie. And the other best line in the movie is in Beetlejuice. He grabs it, honks it, and says, "Nice fucking model." You remember?
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
We were just saying earlier that part was improvised because because when he kicked that tree, it wasn't supposed to fall down.
Yeah, it wasn't. That's what made it so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
I like that part
my,
too.
If I
Nice.
end up throwing a phone or whatever, because I got no fight with them earlier.
Tom, what the hell?
Yeah. So what do you guys think? Were
me one
Delia's
second.
sculptures like real art? Like
Well,
the
you guys do the show. I'm gonna put my phone down right quick.
Lydia's stepmom in this movie, she always made those sculptures. Do you really think that was actual art in your guys' opinion?
Lydia D or no, what was her name?
Delia Dietz.
Delia.
Delia.
Well,
Well,
listen,
whether it was real or not, they actually stole the set pieces. So somebody has art in their house now from the movie.
I've
was
known this
creepy.
this
It was
woman
creepy,
since
but- Art? I don't know.
I've known this woman since SCTV,
hmm
like long before that,
Hmm.
long before she was Kevin's mom.
Mm.
Kevin's mom has
Hey,
got
Kevin!
a gun.
Oh no, that took a wrong turn. No, you know what? I actually liked her in this.
Yeah.
And she seems to have like a decent role in the 2nd one. I can't say because I haven't seen it yet, but I've only watched the previews. But
hmm
I think it's really cool. Like when she looks at Beetlejuice, she's just like, "Oh, it's you." You know what I mean? Like that kind of look.
Yeah, that is true. We were just talking about that earlier, Braxton. I liked how at the funeral they were playing Deo. They were actually playing the song.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, and of course,
here we got something. Bronson's favorite Tim Burton movies are Beetlejuice, of course. Edward Scissorhands, good choice. Ed Wood, yeah, that's a good one. Ooh, Sleepy Hollow. I watch that every October.
Yeah.
Ed Wood.
We just covered that one last year on the podcast.
Wood.
Sleepy Hollow was
I
good.
could already answer that question in a heartbeat. Which Tim Burton character do I think would be funny? Because I just went through that myself a year ago, and that's undoubtedly Jack Skellington.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I thought you were. Never mind. I'm not going to.
I was going to say, which, by the way, I just realized,
I'll keep
even
it
though this
PG.
was made Nightmare Before Christmas, turns out Jack does make a brief cameo appearance, believe it or not.
Yeah, he does.
And that wasn't even before the movie was even made.
Right.
They made a movie. It just has a simple decoration at that, to put it in a simple perspective.
Right, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what we're here for. Have a good time.
Yep.
Yep.
Maybe
All
we
right,
could
guys,
zoom
I
in.
got what I want. Who's ready to dig into
Wait,
movies?
I just thought, I gotta say, speaking of laughing, one thing that will definitely make us laugh, and Tom's the expert on it, is a SpongeBob laugh.
That you have to be Beetlejuice, then it has to be large, and then you do the SpongeBob laugh.
Well, all right. Let's see if I can bring that up.
Enlarge some.
I gotta find the Beetlejuice.
You just have to,
Beetlejuice
how
right
are you-
here.
how are you doing that? I gotta ask. What, like, are you?
I've already asked that, and he's like,
Ancient Chinese secret.
Yes, that is true.
That's
is
right.
true,
2
Braxton.
years later.
Yep. And Catherine O'Hara, yeah, and also Home Alone. You can't go.
Oh
that's
God,
a
hang
classic.
on. What do you got for me this time, Santi?
Why can't I bring it up? What is going on here?
I know he has something in
Sounds
store.
personal, Tom.
That was a good portrayal,
I'm
Joe.
trying.
Hey, Don,
Come on, you can do it.
What's up?
let's
Come
dive
on.
deep into Beetlejuice.
Listen, you missed that earlier too. I had the Arnold face on. Wait, were you here?
What'd you say, Dom?
I swear to God, there's an Arnold face.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Dom?
I got what I needed now outside. I wanted to talk about Beetlejuice because it's one of my favorite things. I really want to dive deep into Beetlejuice.
Okay.
This thing runs
Okay.
deep.
All right, let's hear it.
That's right. Come
Well,
on.
no, I'm just ready to hear what everybody's got to say because
Look at me.
so if you want me to run deep with it, and like it's one of these things where I remember as a kid and just chilling, like you become home with people as far as like getting to watch a movie, and you get different girlfriends over the years and shit like that. And
Right.
everybody always wants to watch Beetlejuice. So why? Like, that's not the question I'm asking. Everybody always likes Beetlejuice. So how was this movie? Like, Tim Burton can hit on you on everything. That's why I've been hitting all night too on like even just Batman, like, certain
Right.
words that he puts in, like, who am I? I'm Batman. What is the other one?
Batman.
With just the animation one. Was it it wasn't Coraline, but it was what? That the Corpse Bride or something?
Corpse Bride,
And
yes.
how
Oh,
gorgeous
yeah.
really that was. He could hit on Sweeney. I think it was Sweeney Todd, right? Which I can't stand, but I had to stand it, and I only didn't like that because of musicals, and I can't stand musicals, and that's just my personal opinion. Not that it's not good. I just can't fucking stand them. Well, see, that's what I mean. It's like, see, there's different opinions on movies, which is good.
Yeah.
Unless someone just make fun of me that I didn't see yet.
Oh, here, who would win in the fight?
Edward Scissorhands, great movie. I mean, there's so much meaning in that movie from the snow that he's creating just to give to the people, and the way Tim Burton was able to create that. Somebody asked me one time when I was at film school, and we went in a really good debate about why Tim Burton was my favorite director and why Christopher Nolan at the time wasn't. Now Christopher Nolan is now coming out with, the Batmans and shit. But you go like maybe. What am I getting made fun of here? I'm not.
No.
It's Tom.
It's Tom. He's.
Say, who the hell is that?
It's
That was
Beetlejuice. That's Beetlejuice from the Howard Stern
Oh
show.
yeah, that was actually funny.
Yeah.
So
Come on,
where
man.
the fuck did I just leave life off? It was like one of those things where Batman. So if you go by 6 years later and you ask me who the best Batman is, now it's no longer Christopher Nolan because he gave 3 deep ass movies, right? 3 deep ass ones.
Right.
And I think you could have had the best Batman trilogy ever. if
He
you
could've.
let Tim Burton continue.
Yes.
Like at Batman Forever, when I saw in these comments earlier where, you know, what do you think of Val Kilmer? Excellent Batman. Jim Carrey sucked. Shouldn't have been a Riddler, but excellent Batman. But
Yeah.
if you kept like Tim Burton and shit around, I think you could have had a trilogy that like Batman could never be beaten and this question would never be brought up, right?
Mm.
Right.
Oh, they're
But
not.
yeah, I mean, it's like so many parents complained about Batman Returns being so dark. You know, like Warner Brothers just decided to, would agree with them, even though Batman Returns was the highest grossing movie in America in 1992. So
Yeah.
it's like even if it was profitable, they still wanted to appeal to family friendly, and that was the start of its downfall.
And
They-
you were actually going to get your
But-
first Robin in that movie. You realize that?
Yeah.
Your first Robin, which would have now been what we fight about nowadays, it would have been the Wayans, like one of the Wayans brothers. Like there was no
That would've
race,
been
there was no
weird.
nothing. That was like true acting experience of what he knew what to do.
But
Man,
if you look at the history of Batman, it was dark, right? So
Right.
it portrayed that part of him as a child growing up, as what happened to his parents and everything else came into play. So it was a dark story, and it portrayed
That was good.
his life like that. So I don't see it going anywhere else but being dark. But that's a good part of it,
the reason I like the Robert Pattinson one was the very end of the movie. Was not the credits, and I mean that's a joke to a lot of people. Was
Right.
the fact that he was able to look at the girl he loved the entire time, and they knew where they were going separate ways. And he somehow, some way, he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna be there for you." And he watched her in those headlights as he drove off in
Right.
his motorcycle. That's part of the reason why I did like the Pattinson Batman, because yeah, he definitely got his ass kicked and shit like that. He was the first kind of like a Batman where it's like he wasn't so goddamn strong, but he knew what he wanted, he knew what he had to complete, and he had heart in that shit. So for him to say goodbye to the girlfriend like that, and he knew he had to let her go and still watch her go away in the headlights and hope, and knowing one day, she'll be back. If you see the bigger part of a movie,
Right.
oof, that was a good movie.
Yeah. So, yeah, I believe so. What are your thoughts on The Dark Knight Rises? I thought it was as good as Batman Begins. Not sure, but I still loved The Dark Knight more than that. Even though it did have a certain villain with a lovely, lovely voice.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that.
You
Yeah.
got to love a British accent, right?
Yes, I think he pulled it off very nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same
gotta love Tom.
with that.
Gotta love Tom Hardy.
Yeah, man.
Yes, look at me.
Nice.
I am Bane.
Is that a jock strap on your face?
Yes, it is. I've been sniffing it for the last 10 years. It belonged to a young man named Joe.
Oh my God.
Go, Mama.
Yep.
And now I have a different one where my mouth comes through it. How about
Oh, here.
that?
Who is your least favorite vampire? Oh, that's a good question.
Nicolas Cage.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah,
I'm a
Nick Cage,
vampire.
yeah, for real.
I'm a vampire.
Now, wait. Let me.
I think that's where
let
the
me
Twilight
zero
thing's
in
coming in
on
here.
that. Nicolas Cage as what was the latest one?
Dracula. That was in the new one.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, he was Dracula.
Now, Vampire's Kiss. That
Renfield?
was
Yeah,
that was
that's
a
right.
damn Renfield.
Renfield, yes.
But
Renfield.
Vampire's Kiss was awesome.
You
That
thought
was a
Renfield
great
sucked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really. Yeah, I didn't really care much for Twilight, so I would say Edward
I
Cullen.
never watched Twilight, never will.
Yeah, I don't.
But Vampire's Kiss was a great movie. That was like
Oh my goodness.
horribly
No.
funny.
I hated Vampire Kiss.
Nicolas Cage in
I liked
Twilight.
Renfield, and I actually appreciated Twilight.
Oh my God. Yeah, if he was in Twilight, it'd be like, oh come on, I could be romantic.
I can sparkle in the sun.
But wait a minute. Why does everybody hate Twilight so bad?
Because it
I
sucks.
thought it was
Because it's
very
a
cheesy.
It's so
Flick.
awkward.
It's
it's
awkward.
so
It's cheesy.
awkward.
That was just a whole different take
I
on
will-
vampires.
I will
Listen,
never. See, I will. Never
I
forget
will
that
watch. I
movie.
will watch Twilight with nothing but filters on their faces, where they're just like,
Oh, but I will
See,
say this.
I will.
like
But I will say this. Twilight actually did inspire 50 Shades of Grey.
See, and I will never
Oh.
forget that.
Is that who's to blame?
I will never forget when that movie came out, and that was the most talked about movie
Who
back in
just
high
said that?
school.
I don't
I
see
remember that.
comments.
Yeah, everybody was talking about it in high school.
yeah.
Your
So I wanna
impressions
know
of Nicolas
Mark.
Cage.
I
were
dropped out
hilarious.
of high school.
Thank
Oh,
you.
and I also got to go back with all these comments. I got to go.
I will.
back.
I will watch Twilight.
I don't
if
even
they're
know where
all
to
like
look at
this.
comments.
I want to go back to
Hey,
what
I
Swampy
sparkle
had
in the
said.
sunlight.
It's Mr.
Hey, Nick,
Bean.
hey,
Oh
Nick,
my
will the
God.
Minecraft bees?
See?
Minecraft bees chase. Oh, wait.
I'm
Let
sorry.
me
Go
ask
on.
everybody a question here, because this
Oh.
is a movie network, right? Everybody's asking
Yeah.
for new shit.
Minecraft bees
So-
chasing. Call you
I
Doctor
think
Hyde.
50 Shades of Grey, Billy. 50 Shades of Grey is the worst.
Yeah. Hey Tom.
Why was
What-
it so wrong that they came up with a new vampire movie and tried something different with something new, where like they tried to make it not just a love story, but something you feel about, and everybody's making fun of Hollywood about like, they ain't coming up with something new, yet they did with new vampires. Nothing's gonna touch the Lost Boys and shit like that. Yet they
Listen.
did try something new here, and it gets made fun of. You could call it a corner like, well, look at that faggot right there for liking Twilight, right? Like, no, that ain't
Listen,
It
no, no,
wasn't
no, no.
new though, because it was a
What,
book.
Nathaniel?
Vampires do not sparkle in the sunlight.
Yeah,
It
they
Well,
doesn't
who
happen.
said they made something new?
They die in the sunlight.
Okay, but
Yeah, they died sunlight.
but you gotta admit that they had
Yeah, I
the
see.
whole generation
Yeah,
going
Blade definitely
nuts
would have.
over that movie,
Blade definitely would have.
going nuts over the Twilight movies because it
Oh
was
my
like
God, we got everybody. We got all
We got
10
everybody.
spots.
Jacob. You were
Ten
either
people.
Team
What's up,
Jacob
Nikki?
or Team Edward, and they had all this. I mean, they were smart about it. They made a lot of money off those movies. When
Off
it
of
came to
little girls.
merchandising.
Yeah.
But well, it was a girls because you're calling me a girl right now. It's literally.
No,
I'm
I'm
not
not.
calling you a girl. I'm saying that it created a lot of money, not
Yeah.
just the movie. They were smart when they did what they
Well,
did.
Listen, the
thought it
new
was a
kids
great
on the
idea.
block made a lot of
But
money too.
I didn't like,
And that was all off of the same audience.
but I kind of thought some of those movies were a little bit stupid because they weren't your
Yeah.
typical vampire movie.
Right.
Well, no
And
shit.
Bronson?
What's your typical vampire movie anyway? You know
Yeah.
what?
Like
So what
Lost
they brought in
Boys.
things that you want to feel love, all that shit. Everybody wants to
Not
feel love. Everybody wants to
necessarily.
feel emotion.
Yeah.
You
Anne
know,
Rice's
what-
vampires weren't your typical vampires either.
where's
Right.
Kate? Did she leave? That I said the.
I'm
No,
still
it's there.
here.
She's up there.
She's still here.
Hi.
Oh, here I
But
want to
I-
answer. I want to respond to this. Bronson, yeah, Johnny, yeah, like that is true. But hey, just for the record, I don't actually hate Nicolas Cage. It's just that jokes about it. It's just joking about him is way too easy.
Yeah.
Well, and
I
it's
don't
also
like
it's
Nicolas
also
Cage.
fun because of her.
I don't like
No,
Nicolas
it's cool.
Cage.
I
I
mean,
think he's
well-
the same person in every film, and
So
So
was
is
Samuel
Kevin
L.
Costner.
Jackson.
Well, he wasn't in Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
I just
No,
right,
he actually
right.
was not in Fast Times at Ridgemont High because they cut him out.
No, he was in there.
he was
He was in there. He had no
He was just a
lines,
small
but he
cameo.
was in there. You look at him, but he's credited with his real name. He wasn't
I think-
credited as
I think
Nicolas
people need
Cage.
to re-question,
real
and
name was
maybe
Nicky
too, maybe
Dicky.
like
Billy?
curse me out in the end. I think people need to re-question their thoughts about how they want to rewrite Hollywood and want new ideas, but complain about how they're trying to give you new ideas. Now,
Right.
Beetlejuice,
Some of their new
yeah,
ideas
they're
suck.
coming out with something. It's not a new idea,
Wow,
but they're
look at
bringing
Dom
you a
bringing
new
us
movie
back to
that's not the
Beetlejuice.
same movie, and
How about that?
I've seen it.
that's a good
Dom,
point.
Dom has
Tom.
brought us back to Beetlejuice. How about that?
Yeah.
This guy
There
who
we
is
go.
who's like never on the show. He's
Here, I want to
actually
respond to
back
this.
to the topic.
If
How
enough
about
people request it, we
I
we
like
may
that.
cover Twilight. If enough
I
people
may be
request
out of that one because I don't want anything to do with
if it counts as horror, because this is a horror show.
Yeah, but
Because-
it's
yeah, because
but like what Tom said, it's
Yeah,
like what
'cause-
Tom said, vampires are not supposed to be all sparkly.
Twilight's more like my wife said. She calls it a rom-com,
Oh wait, here's a good
like a romantic comedy.
Right.
So it's not even considered a horror movie.
Here's a good
No.
vampire movie we can cover.
What was Twilight
Wait,
about
I
anyways?
gotta
I
come
don't
back.
know anything about that movie.
Here's a
Is that
good
Fright
one.
Night?
That was a horror
Is
movie.
that
was
Fright
a
Night?
good movie.
The original Fright Night.
The original
Fright
Fright
Night,
Night. Yes. We should cover
Next
this.
week. Next week. Next week.
Next week, I got something already planned for next week.
God damn it.
But it will come right after that, right in October.
So what is it?
Yeah,
Fright Night.
Next week, we are covering Resident Evil 2.
I think honestly, if you really want to touch on subjects, you should cover Entity.
Oh, the Entity, yeah.
Or-
that is a creepy
or-
movie.
How about
It is.
Event Horizon?
That one
that's another
too?
one.
But I think if you really want to touch some fucking subjects, you hit Entity, and you tell it, and you ask everybody how they feel about that one.
Oh, here. What are your thoughts on Tim Curry as Pennywise? I enjoyed his performance. You know, like he's one of my, he was always one of my favorite British actors, and the way he's able to like change his voice, make it into a, just a terrifying villain. You know, just being like, "Hiya, Georgie, aren't you going to say hello?"
Yeah.
Tim Curry.
That second movie sucked without Tim Curry.
I'm sorry, Tim
The
Curry
remake.
is Pennywise.
Yep.
Yes, yeah.
Other dude,
And,
No.
and
God,
he
God.
was also what was his name in Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Oh,
Dr.
yeah.
Frankenfurter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So nobody could
jump
nobody
to
could
the
portray it
Don't
or
get
Dr.
strung out
Frankenfurter, but
by
Tim
the way
Curry.
I look.
Yeah,
Don't
Tim
judge a
Curry
book
is
by
British.
its cover.
Oh, yeah, it's true. It's true.
And also, Billy,
Tom,
no,
You're
I did
reverting
not.
to Walker.
I did.
No.
I did not like Nicolas Cage as Ghost Rider. I thought that was such a bad choice. And Ghost Rider had so much potential, and I was like, "What?"
Oh my God!
Nicolas
Could you imagine
Cage?
Ghost Rider as Tim Curry in
Oh,
his prime before the
That would
stroke?
be interesting.
Oh
Yep.
my God!
I think that's probably the worst
Yeah, 'cause
movie
he's
for
got
me
that
with
evil-
Nicolas Cage.
What, Ghost
Um,
Rider?
Ghost Rider.
No, Wicker Man is the worst.
yeah, well, no, you're only saying that because of my fascination with bees.
No. I always thought it was worse ever since I saw it in high school. Years before we kept making that inside joke.
I
I
like
always
that movie.
I don't disagree with Cage. I mean, I don't like Nicolas Cage's. You know, I don't got a dislike against him, but he ranks right up there with William Shatner. He's only got one acting style.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
And
that's the
it's
same as
same
Kevin
across all
Costner,
his
though.
That is true, Bronson. That is true.
Hmm.
Kevin Costner is the same.
Yeah, but some of those they shouldn't be playing some of the roles they play then.
Yeah,
You
I
know, like
agree.
he couldn't have done Ghost Rider.
Oh,
I
here.
don't
Yeah.
agree with you on
that.
Kevin Costner, but I could definitely agree with you on Nicolas Cage. I could see movies, great movies like he made, like The Knowing. I'm going through my head, knowing, like, you know, growing up in movies and things like that. The Knowing was a great movie, and Nicolas Cage does suck as an actor. But
Yes.
Dom's getting some serious brownie
He's the same
points
old,
here.
same old. You know that he hasn't. There isn't anything that makes it look interesting with him. Like he's just okay. Nicholas
The only
Cage.
reason he was probably his best movie was Fast Times at Ridgemont High because he had no lines.
But
Oh, yeah.
let's throw some baseballs
here.
at each other real quick. Let's throw some real hard baseballs at each other real quick.
Yeah. Oh, here, guys.
You
I
tell
forgot
me-
about something. I
You
forgot
tell me a
something.
Nicolas Cage movie that hit home, and I'll tell you one right now from Kevin Costner. You tell me a better movie that Kevin Costner's done other than Robin Hood, which is Field of Dreams. You tell me one.
Right.
Dances with Wolves.
Oh, here.
There you go. Nice hard
Field of
baseball.
Dreams
There
is
you got
good too.
What were you gonna say, Don?
Oh, here. I wanted to. I just remembered a scene that I wanted to talk about from Beetlejuice, where you know that scene where he
Nicholas
where you know that scene where the fly there was a fly going into the graveyard and where Beetlejuice was and
And he went like this.
Beetlejuice just lured him down there
Little
in the fly,
Zagnut bar.
and
Come on
then
here, I got a little Zagnut for you.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then Beetlejuice was making that noise after devouring him. At first, I thought it was like Beetlejuice gurgling blood or something. Like at first, I thought that's what that was. But then when I rewatched this and turned on subtitles, turns out it was a burp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Remember the chocolate that he had too? The Zagnut chocolate.
Yeah.
Come on here, I got a little Zagnut for you.
Come on, we'll get
Here,
a little
got
mush
something
tonight.
for you. Here,
We'll get a little mush.
here, come here. I got a little something for you.
Yeah.
Kate's got a good background.
We'll get a little mush. Come on.
Yeah.
Being Twilight
That was
would make
funny.
the movies better. Probably.
Yeah, it is.
Probably. Literally, if they threw in literally anything, it could have made it better.
I want to see Nicolas Cage as Bella. There we go.
What?
Here, I'm trying to catch up with comments here. Yeah, that's right. He was in that movie. I remember.
You know, I gotta say, earlier I was actually looking all over the internet for a crossover between Beetlejuice and Ghost Rider. So it would like be Beetlejuice's head on fire on
What?
Nicolas Cage's body, but I couldn't find it anywhere. I was
Not
like,
the same universe. It's
I'm
just
just
so
picturing that
bad.
right now.
that would have
Imagine
been
him
funny.
riding a motorcycle.
Tom, I thought you were
I'm
better.
sure with AI now you could make it.
Oh, I'm sure of it.
I could have very well have made it, but I didn't want to. I just wanted to find it and put it as my
Where's
background.
Robert? He laying down? What happened? There he is.
He's up there.
I saw
He's
his
here.
head down for a minute. I thought he just went out.
Ooh,
He just
there's
said-
a good point. He makes a good point. He could have also been Joker. I can see that.
Yeah, that's true. That would have been insane.
Well,
Yeah. I could
Imagine if he played both parts.
But that might have ruined him because of after what the thing is Jack Nicholson. The last time he talked to Heath Ledger before he passed away was he made a phone call to Heath Ledger before he played the Joker, and he's like, "Don't let it get inside your head, dude." You know.
well,
He says, "Be careful. The Joker is, a real character. It got in his head."
Like
And
everything else.
after Jack Nicholson portrayed the Joker that first time, he basically told them never again.
Mhm.
Wait till they get a load of me.
well, can we play some fan page shit real quick? I don't know how much time Don has here, but
We actually have enough all the time because the show after us,
Well,
there's not a show anymore.
How about this? What if Michael Keaton played Batman and the Joker, a la his multiplicity roles,
that's
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
saying.
and the Joker was the guy that was like, she
It was
touched my.
remember the spikes on the head where the
Nobody
now
sleeps
Joker
with my
became the
wife
bad
but
guy?
me.
Right.
Go ahead, make my millennial.
Touch my pee, Steve.
Yeah, she touched my PP.
I like, I like pizza.
Oh,
I like it.
Oh Jesus.
I love that movie.
I don't look good.
I
okay,
forgot
I don't
about
care.
that one.
You want to say hi to my guests?
Yeah, why not?
Here, you don't get into the character gets it. Ooh, yeah, that is true. I agree. Let's see.
What did he just say? Put that back up.
And thus
Oh,
you
yeah.
have Pickle Tom.
Hey, you know
I
what?
like that line too, Bronson.
You haven't even done your voice tonight.
I mean, you know what? Listen, I mean, people always talk to me about, and you know what, Rick? I don't even think you know what you're talking about. You know what, Morty? You need to shut the hell up. I mean, nobody asked you. Nobody. This is all about Pickle Tom. I mean,
Oh, yeah. Oh, here. I forgot. Here, Bronson. Yeah, no, I know we got a lot of new people on here, but yeah, Tom does the best Rick voice ever.
I try.
And Morty.
I mean, I really do, and then people say things. It's
Oh yeah. Oh here. And one voice I've been able to do in recent years that I've learned was what I refer to as Frank Welker voice. Like he uses this voice for other characters like Dr. Claw. Like, I'll get you next
Oh, yeah.
time. Got
I forgot.
next time. If it's the last thing I do, Gadget. And,
I have to go to the doctor today, so yeah, I'll be home
There is
probably
so
this
much
evening.
that
Okay.
we all
Okay.
offer.
okay.
Do you have your lint roller thing?
Wait, who's?
I thought it was in
Is
that
that-
room
Was it? Oh, okay.
because
That's
it wasn't
right.
given back to me.
I think Irene forgot to mute her mic.
Jeez.
And then people are always talking, and they're in the room, and that's what it is. They do it all the time.
The
Don't
cage is
forget-
spreading.
That's right. Come
And
on.
then you got Mr. Anderson and
Yeah.
Beavis and Butthead.
Damn it, Beavis.
Vacation.
Like-
Oh, you're going to England? Oh, nice.
Like Tom,
Awesome.
knows, like everybody knows, like I'm kind of like I'm a C now because I always had B. I'm a C-ground now professional actor, working film, working.
That's right. He's an F now.
Yeah, an F, probably a D, but I understand that things, and it's like it means a lot to find characters and shit. Like I'm about to make an album.
Oh my god! I just
and-
had to do a double take on Nick's camera. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you, Dom. But with Nick
No,
with
I
his
don't
hat like
care.
this, it looked like some chick was making out with him.
No.
And I was like, I had to do it.
No, I'm putting my hat in front because I can't stand Chris's background.
That's right. There's some chicks making out with.
How are you just now? How are you just now noticing it, Nick?
No, I had to
I got it up like 20 minutes.
I was putting my hat like this.
Yeah, like
look.
Nick, I ain't sending you no check. God damn it!
I mean,
I
I
didn't
tell
ask
you,
for this.
I tell you guys, the 10th episode.
Oh, thank God.
I mean, I gotta tell you guys, the 10th episode of the Fear Fans podcast, we covered Creep Show, and the hardest thing for us to talk about was the segment "They're creeping up to you" because of that cockroaches.
That's right.
Because Nick had a hard time with that.
Yep, I certainly did.
So when are we going to make Nick watch Joe's apartment?
Joe's apart. Oh God!
I love
Oh
Joe's
my
apartment.
god, that is an awesome movie.
So not,
I had a real cool apartment back in the day.
Yes, Bronson. Yes, Bronson.
That was based on an MTV Shorts. I saw it. I was there. I saw it. Come on.
We had an apartment just like that back in the day.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
Santi, don't even worry about it, man. Hey, it's like, hey, hey, we still appreciate you, man. You're a big support for this channel, so hey, you're good.
That's right.
I
We
also
like you. We love you.
Just thought I'd let
We're
you
gonna
know,
give you a
I
big
guys
hug.
know I also
We love
messaged-
you.
I also messaged
Scary
Jared
movie.
to tell him that we were at full capacity with this because this is our first Fear Fans with all spots filled.
I know, this is awesome, and this is the first one where we've had like 100 viewers
Yeah. That's
at once,
incredible.
all at once. Yeah, so a lot
Scary
of first,
movie was a silly movie.
yeah, a lot of first.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, the Scary Movie trilogy.
It was just, I had to laugh. I didn't.
I laughed. I laughed until I
it was
cried.
funny.
Yeah,
It was funny.
it
You
was.
gotta tell
It
me how you
was. I
did
saw
that,
it.
Dom.
Lost
I was
Nikki with
there.
her connection.
Oh, Nikki's gone.
Well, no,
Come on,
she's
Nikki,
there.
come back. Hey, Nikki, come back. Then we're not 10 people anymore. Come on.
He's kissing somebody. Leave him
She's
alone.
silly.
La, la, la.
Oh, you said Nick? Yeah, I thought you said Nick. I thought that.
No,
I said
I'm still.
Nikki.
I know she's back. She's back. There she is.
Yeah,
I'm still here.
Nick and Nikki, come on.
I love Nikki.
Yeah, there you go. You should cover Creep
Who's
Show.
playing that?
There's one.
What the hell is that?
What is
I'm
that?
sure, Santi, you're going to have a great time in England and Scotland. I think you said he's going to. So, yeah, all the best.
We'll have to meet
so
Lois.
He said Lois. I didn't see Lois. I didn't see her at all.
But
Oh my God! I didn't see your face, Tom. Oh wait.
Oh, look at
I gotta
me.
wait a minute. I gotta zoom in on that for.
Oh
a
my
quick
God.
second. I gotta see that.
That's right. Look at me.
Young
That
Arnold.
is
Right.
terrifying.
that's ridiculous.
Conan Arnold.
Are you trying to Wait, are you trying to be a
What's
good
wrong with my
neighbor for
tongue?
us?
Why is my tongue yellow?
Are you sure?
Plus, it never seems the sun.
Tom, are you trying to be a good neighbor for us?
I am. I'm a good neighbor. Come on. We are good neighbors.
Wait, oh, shit.
That is disturbing.
Do that again, Nick. Nick, do that again. Wow.
Oh, hang on.
Look at Tom.
That's right. Come on.
Okay.
That's
We're
Tom.
good neighbors. Come on.
Look, you know,
Crazy.
I even got the space in my teeth. Come on. That's right. Come on.
Oh my
This
God.
That is
fucking
awesome.
asshole just gave away all our secrets.
Oh,
We've
hey.
never had a
Hey,
guest on
Bronson?
the show. It's
Hey.
always
Oh,
been
you're
that.
such a- you're such a-
Hey, Bronson, you have a good, hey, you have a good night as well, Bronson. Thanks so
Have
much
a
for
good
tuning in.
night.
Thanks, Bronson.
You're right.
Thanks so much for
I
watching.
got it.
Hey, Nick, tell me a good laugh.
Later.
Have sweet dreams.
Yes.
What
Yeah,
the
so
heck?
guys,
Get to the chopper. Come on.
yeah, so guys, we're gonna wrap things up for tonight. So this has been a lot of fun.
Yeah. Did Tom tell you guys the news of what him and I are going to do in July?
Oh, what? Please tell.
Live next year.
Well, Yeah, in July, because I know
No, this year.
I want you there. I'm wrapping up my career here.
That's
What?
right.
What?
Look
What?
at me.
You're gonna become president?
That's right. I'm
No.
Arnold for president. Come on.
He
Yeah,
could
no,
never
I'm wrapping
become
up.
president.
Oh my god.
Arnold could never
No,
run for
go ahead, Dom.
president.
What's the announcement?
You just have to walk.
Dom.
What?
Go ahead.
No, I don't. We could speak another day, but yeah, I'm wrapping up my career within entertainment, and I love the ride I've done, and Gettysburg Bash with
He likes to
Big Ass
ride.
Con-
Come on.
Yep. So if anybody wants to be a part of it, please do. Please do. Be there for the concerts, and be there to host shows and shit like that. So it'll be a year now in the making, but yeah, I'm calling it a day. And we go.
Who burped?
Tom.
It wasn't me. I didn't do it.
Well, we'll have to speak again soon, Dom, about everything.
We will.
He-
And
he ain't
BB3
going- he ain't
BB3 is
going.
not gonna not go away. BB3 is gonna stay. I'm just gonna work on like the live shows. So what I did in
Your
July,
flatulence.
me more concentrating on the live shows. But yeah, that'll be a kind of a curtain call for me.
There's always a place for you in Paranormal Perth, Dom. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll be all right. I've been here before.
Now that one was not me.
Oh
That
my
was not me.
gosh.
I swear to God, it was not me. I would admit it. You know I would.
All right,
No.
Tom, we're gonna need you to step off the chair and walk a straight line for us.
Listen, it was some,
Sir, have you been
some
drinking
other
tonight?
guy.
Now,
it
tip your
wasn't
nose
me.
with your finger.
Not me.
Here.
Wait, no.
Wait, how many
Here.
fingers? How many
It
fingers
was-
am I holding up, Tom?
It was some other guy.
Here, follow this with your eyes.
Listen, go back and watch the feed, and you'll see his mouth open.
Anyway,
Hey, Don, I'll catch you later, buddy.
people are
I'm
leaving.
Yeah,
People
they're
are
leaving.
Yeah. So hey,
Oh,
Yep.
oh, there goes Dom.
hey, thanks so much for tuning in. Hey, appreciate you, man.
Thank you, Nick.
If I could actually
Nick.
make
Right.
if I could also just make
Thanks for coming.
quick-
Also, Nathaniel. Thanks to Nathaniel.
Yes,
Have a good
Nathaniel,
night.
Braxton,
That's right.
Santi, everybody.
Braxton.
Yep.
if I could just make one quick announcement of my own too is I know it's been a couple months, but my show Nick Files is making a brief comeback for this week and next week because it's an annual presentation I do. Although, like we said earlier, we have a lot of fun doing these podcasts. There are, for some of our other shows that we do, there are some that are rather serious. And that's what this and that's what's going to be coming up for my show, which is going to be this upcoming Thursday, which I'm doing a crossover once again with Lois's show. And this annual one, like I say, I do it every year during this time of the year. We're actually going to be talking about the deadliest natural disaster in U.S. history, and that was the great. And ironically, Irene, considering what you guys have gone through recently in Japan, it's actually about the Great Galveston Hurricane of 1900. So if you guys want to check that out, it's going to be at.
Nick, did you see the underground subways? They were just
Flooded.
it was like a river.
Oh my
they had
God!
to pump all the water out
Hey.
from the underground subways because they stopped all the underground subway cars, and they stopped all the bullet trains were stopped. Yeah, it was just crazy. Luckily, I live on a hill, so I don't have to worry about it.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to know you guys
Somebody
are safe.
playing a
by the
video
way.
game?
So I
Sounds
was
like
definitely getting concerned over it. But
That
yeah,
was a notification on my phone.
but yeah, this is what we're gonna. That's what I'm going to be talking about this upcoming Thursday. It's honestly, as I would put it, not only is a rather serious one, it's probably also one of my most emotional presentations I've ever done. Because again, talking about a horrific disaster, it's a sad story, but it's an interesting one at the same time. And also, we're not only just going to be talking about the hurricane itself, but we're also going to be talking about a notorious meteorologist who tried to save the city of Galveston, with this hurricane. That's why this presentation is called, and it's named after a book, which I have right here. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry,
Well,
guys.
the book is named after it. One of the
Book is
two.
named after you?
No. Named after him. It's called Isaac's Storm. and I named it after I named it after the book itself. So it's called Isaac Storm, Great Galveston Hurricane of 1900.
Oh.
It's a very powerful presentation. So that will be going on for the next 2 weeks. There'll be a part 1 and 2.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. I'll let you guys know when we're. I'll send the link when we're live. So it'll be really fast.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You'd be like I said. It's not going to be sad like right from the start. I mean, it's gonna be kind of intense too because I go into a lot of detail about this hurricane. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'll send the link when we're live.
We're supposed to have two more hurricanes coming up, right? But they all disappeared. Thank
that's
God.
Good.
And one went to Hong Kong, so we're not getting that one.
Okay, that's good. All right, so that's going to be it for this edition of the FearFans podcast. I had a lot of fun with this one, and be sure to tune in next week as we cover Resident Evil 2. It's been a while since we covered a video game, so I figured we should right before the 100th episode special, which is going to be in 2 weeks. Can't wait.
Wow.
Yeah.
So will we have the first 10 minutes being what is it? What is it?
Right. That's right.
What
Brax.
is it?
What are we covering on a 100th? It's a surprise.
Hopefully, we get
surprise.
Everybody everybody at full capacity like this because this was our first one where all spots were filled. Hopefully, we can do that for the 100th episode.
Hoping so.
too.
I like Don. Don, you look wonderful.
Thank you.
So fun, Don.
Yeah, I appreciate all you guys.
Great, thank you.
Tom, you look great as usual.
Yeah, seriously, this show wouldn't be where it is today without everybody's support. So I do appreciate you all.
And love to everybody.
Yes.
Yep.
Right back at you.
And Tom still has a yellow tongue.
Yeah,
I never do it.
Yeah, there we go.
So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Be sure to join us next week. Until then, have a good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.